wife. So you must become something before you become somebody's someone. Are we shikanisharing? Yes. Very good. So what is she supposed to become? Number one, every woman, young woman intending to become a wife must first become Christ aware. Please remember this, dear gracious girls. Your husband does not define you. Christ does. You don't get a man who defines you. Your own personal holiness is the greatest gift you can give to your husband. Nothing else. There is nothing else greater that you can give to your husband. The greatest gift you give to your husband is your personal holiness. Allow me to say something here because I like debunking some myths. I have no problem with you getting married as a virgin. It is very good. Virginity is not a gift for anybody. I know you may have been told that, this is the best gift you can give to your husband. No. Virginity dies in an instant. Holiness remains till the end. You can be a virgin, but a criminal, an emotional abuser, and a thug in that marriage. So there is something greater than your chastity, physically. And here we are talking about the greatest gift you carry to that marriage. Because when you are carrying the greatest gift of your personal holiness, this comes with the tabias that we talk about. Somebody may say, then how do I give him my holiness? What if he does not know Christ? Don't mind. Remember, you are not entering into that marriage for that man to give you identity or dignity. Your definition is already done by Christ. He is the one who knows you as a daughter. And we have always said that, and we tell this to our gentlemen, before you married that girl to become your wife, she was first a daughter of God, a daughter of some parents. It is only in number 3 she became your wife. Dear girls, you are first a daughter to him who gives you a definition. Your husband does not define you, has no capacity to define you, because, by the way, you and your husband, you have no generational inheritance. Both of you are like this. Generationally, you are like this. You have no common heritage. Damu yako na your husband have nowhere in common unless you are marrying in the circle of the family. Kama watu wa zamani. Unless you are marrying your own cousin, then damu yenyu inazungukana hapo. But if you are marrying a stranger from there, then you can be sure, generationally you are like this. So your husband cannot define you. Even if he was, genetically, he can't. Even if he was. That is why it is important for women to know, and especially today, that there is nothing that from your family, generationally, that can affect your husband. So don't be told by anybody that from where you are coming from, you have generational dysfunctions, and therefore your husband needs you to do 1, 2, 3 things so that you do not get him affected by your generational dysfunction. No. You and your husband generationally are horizontal, not vertical. Once you understand that, then you are good. Very good. Number 2. Before you become someone's wife, become self-aware. Now, self-aware tells you one thing. Dear gracious girls, please figure out your deal breakers. your deal breakers. Please figure them out before you enter into any relationship. There comes a time that you must say that this I can stand, this I cannot stand. I'm not saying that you become picky. I'm only saying that you become self-aware, my dear girls. Be self-aware so that we do not get into a situation where you are in marriage and you are trapped there. And you are saying, I'm just here because of my children. You die there, and many women have died na tumewazika wakikaa hapo juu ya watoto wao. Because you never had in your life what is a deal breaker. Understand what you can tolerate, what you cannot. What you can stomach and what you cannot. Remember, marriage is not slavery. Nobody should enter into marriage to go and die there. If you die in marriage, you don't become a martyr. You only become a woman who could not make her mind very fast. You only become a woman who may have made wrong choices. You may be having your own problems. Maybe you are fearing. All your sisters, none of them is keeping their marriages. You are the only one who seems to be keeping your marriage. But where you are, actually, you are dying. Because you want to keep an image. It is the PR that takes you direct to the grave. You want to protect the name. Determine what those who are willing to walk with you, what you can stand. And please know when to remain and when to get away. I have always said, any woman who comes to me and tells me that, Father, my marriage is physically abusive. One thing I have always said, and it is good that this is known by every person in this world, I don't pray for couples who are physically fighting. You don't pray for people who are physically fighting because already enough people have been killed. So there comes a time that you walk away. If he tells you I'm killing you and then brings a paga there, you can't say that, no, let me die near my children. Who made you Jesus? You'll be killed and somebody else will be married and your children will be forgotten. The good thing is, children will never get lost. The government will take care of them. The only one person who got lost was you because you could not make that decision. But for you to attain this level of maturity, you must do 7 things. For you to attain that level of maturity, to be able to figure out your deal breaker, you must figure out 7 things. 1, complete your degree now, or your diploma, or high school. There is no hurry in marriage. Don't go to the university. You start getting married in the first year, and the boyfriend who has already finished is telling you, don't mind, once we get married, I'll pay your school fees. When then you get married, then you are forgotten. Please, dear girls, finish your degree. Please do, and graduate. Dear girls, finish your diploma. Please do, and graduate. Dear girls, those of you who are getting into family relationships in high school, please finish high school. Please do. There is nothing good in telling us that you are dating in Form 2. Form 2? Allah. No. Number 2, let go of your ex and your expectations. Are we communicating? Please do. Number 3, know how and when to say no. Know how and when to say no. Dear girls, saying no is a gift. It doesn't have so many girls. Be the first. Number 4, know when to talk and when to keep quiet. You have not swallowed a radio. You don't keep on talking. Please, there is time to talk and time to keep quiet. Number 5, know when to take a stand and be known for that stand. Number 6, Know when and how to make bold decisions without your parents' support. Bold decisions. That is why we are saying that you must attain a certain level of maturity. So that everything that you want to do, you are running to your mom or to your dad. They may also be struggling in their marriage. Figure out your things. Number 7, learn to differentiate better things and bitter things. Once you are there, uko sawa. Number 3, learn, we say that become a tidy woman. And here we say, learn basic cleaning skills. Basic. You may have been brought up by a house help, but please, you may be getting married in a situation where you may not be having a house help. Know a few things. How to do some laundry. Please do. Please. There is one writer who puts it very badly. Anasema, there is no man who wants to marry a pig. That is not good language. However, it is written. I didn't write. But it is good. You know, let us call it as it is. There are some girls who are so untidy, where she is looks like an accident scene. There is dirty all over, and she is still breathing and smiling. Then you are wondering, where did this fellow come from? And your husband is trying to tidy up things because maybe she is cluttered. When she is doing dishes, it's like there is a war in that place. Everything is falling and things are falling. She is singing funny songs, and then you wonder, did I marry a mad woman? So the point is, please, dear girls, please, even if you have not been brought up doing your things, before you get married, tidy up. Know how to do things, polish shoes and other things. You can start by polishing your daddy's shoes in preparation for your husband, just in case. But do a few things. If you are able to do washing machines, if you have them at home, and know how to operate them. If you have never had them, go to some exhibition. When you are still dating, ask how machines are used. In case you have one, it will not come at home, and then you're looking at it, you're asking, oh, this is a deep freezer. Allah. Then you think that your husband might think that he picked a grasshopper in thinking that it was a wife. Number 4, become aware of your past and make peace with it. Dear girls, everybody has had their past. And some of the past was very bad. If in your past you did things that you have never forgiven yourself for, please sort it out before you get married. And I want to pick one that I want to be very categorical on. If in your young years you had an abortion, or 2 or 3 or 4, for those of you who are experts, please make peace with it. Because you might get married, and for other reasons, not for the reason of abortion, for other reasons, you delay conceiving. Then you start now some funny battles, telling your husband you go somewhere for deliverance, you start jumping everywhere, and you are saying, is God punishing me for what I did? If you have never healed over it, please seek professional help. Do not get married with a wound, because it is going to be septic. Na one day, itaanza kunukia wewe na bwanako, na mtaachana bure. So you had your own past. Maybe when you were young, you lived a life that was almost that of a prostitute, if not worse. If that is who you were, you know, there is a prostitute and a pimp. Where hata ulikuwa prostitute, at some point, hata ukagraduate, ukaanza kununua wasichana ukauzaga. And then you get some profit. If you are whatever you are, dear girls, please make peace with it. And I want you to know that everybody has had a past. Even if you are marrying a man who has never been in many relationships. Maybe you are the first girl he's meeting. And then if he asks you, how many boyfriends have you had? There's a story of a man who has his girlfriend. How many boyfriends have you had? So the girl kept quiet. So, and the man started almost apologizing because maybe he has a heart. There are those, men are good by nature. So after some long time of waiting, so the gentleman asked, "Sweetie, have I hurt you?" Then she said, "No, I'm still counting." Allah! You are so then the boyfriend knew that, hey, yeah. That is your past. Dear girls, that's your past. Each one of us has had our past. Please, be aware of your past. Be aware. But allow the past to remain in the past. Past is our heritage. Present is our responsibility. Future is our challenge. Deal with the responsibility. But please, at the back of your mind, know that there was that past. That was me then. We cannot define you with your mistakes or misdemeanors of 7 years ago. No, we can't. Because that was you then. Maybe you are a 21-year-old girl or 22. Now you are a full woman of 28 years. We can't say that, then, when I was in Sekodia, when I was doing this or the other place. No. Make peace with that and move on. Be aware of your past and make peace with it. Number 5, become a woman who can keep secrets. Please, become a woman who can keep secrets. Stop sharing every detail of your relationship with others. No. Some secrets, please keep them. Even when later you get married and maybe you are disagreeing with your husband, you don't go and tell everybody everything. If your husband has some form of disability, it is between two of you. Are you communicating? If he has some disability, maybe you see now. Don't mind. That is how God gifted him. So, just say that this is mine with his karungo. And because you don't go telling everyone. No, you don't. If you are having your own issues, please learn to solve them. That is why we have marriage therapists. You don't go broadcasting all your problems. No, you don't. You don't do that. Learn to keep some secrets. And there are some things that must remain between the two of you. Unless maybe it's coming to a point where the center cannot hold. At that point, then you can have a therapist who can help you. Somebody who can be objective. Rarely will your mother be objective. Rarely will your dad be objective. Daddies can be objective sometimes. But remember we say, blood is thicker than water. At the end of the day, your daddy may be on your side. Maybe you are daddy's girl. So your dad never sees any mistake. Again, you cannot go and tell him how bad your husband is. He's going to kill him for nothing. And maybe you just married a good man who has his own natural problems. So what you do is that you figure out what you can be able to talk about. Keep some secrets. Even with your girlfriends, you don't tell them everything about your marriage. You don't. Because maybe when you see them keeping quiet, it's because they are asking in their hearts, I wish she can know how mine is. She would just keep quiet and make hers work. No wonder we say in a relationship, the weaknesses of your spouse make them like a badge of honor. Wear them. You know what the weaknesses of your partner, make peace with it. Make it your weakness. Number 6, become a woman who walks with God. Become a woman who walks with God. Allow God and His Word to to be first in your life, and don't let other things come before your time with him. If marriage is God's will for your life, you need to make sure you are spiritually strong. Marriage has so many upheavals, myriads of them. So be well rooted spiritually before you enter there. You need to have a close walk with God, and you need to know what his word says about you and your marriage and your partner. Number 7, become a woman who is secure. Conquer your insecurities. Listen to this. A secure woman is a content woman. A content woman is a happy woman. Become that woman who is content. Learn to give your husband the benefit of doubt. It's something I said the other day, and I don't fear saying it a million times. If you are those women who are always thinking evil things about your husband, there will always be something that can be that will not make you happy. I give you an example. If you are those women who are always after your husband's phone, let me tell you something. Sometimes your husband's phone, the phone of your husband, will always have something to make you angry. Not that it is they have put them there. Men are very good. What they do is that they forget maybe to, in their setting, that some things can download themselves to gallery. So you go to gallery, and this photo it is download. And then you are asking him, who is this? He does not know even him. Allah. Ni msichana alijidownload from the dating site. Ala? Maybe somebody amemwadikia ka message kanakaa kajioni. How is he to answer for that? Nani aliandika hii? Hajui. Na hata kama anajua, he may have forgotten. Men have a bad memory. No. My point is, and you go and ask your mothers, the phone of a man will always have something to make you angry if you are so insecure. So insecure. But if you know your space and your place in that marriage and in that relationship, uko tu sawa. You don't have to hold the phone of your husband for him to live a clean life. No. He can give you his phone, ukaage nayo. And then he can figure out his ways. But the question is, how long will you run after a phone? No. When you are secure, we say that when you are secure, you know your space. You know how to guard the boundaries that have been set. And you also know how to listen to your husband. Because when you are insecure, you become very impatient. Your listening skills go down towards 0. Your trust is at its worst. But when you are secure, when you become a content woman, when you are content, then you are a happy person. Don't keep on asking your husband, mulikuwa na nani? Walikuwa na mtu. Mulikuwa mnaambiana nini? Mambo ya Yesu, kwani Yesu si mtu? If you see him starting with somebody, if he's your boyfriend, and he has just greeted a girl in a very nice way, and he's not thinking about anything bad, mwenye ako na ushetani ni wewe. Yeye tu amemsalimia akamwambia okay. Akamwambia praise God. Yeah, I'm becoming very unpopular. Poleni sana. But you see, the point is, don't allow yourself to be that insecure, such that you cannot stand your man standing with another girl anywhere. There is no word like that. The best you can do, take him, and transfer him to a world that has no women. Keep him there. We do not have such a world. There are some men who are living borrowed life because they are so afraid. They don't know who to talk to because they don't know when next to hurt their wives. You can't live a life like that. That your husband is like he's walking on shells. Even when you are together with him, some women, even when you meet and then he's trying to greet a friend that umepatana, baadaye uangalie you are afraid, you are looking at your husband, venye amemwangalia. Namsalimia namwangalia hivi. And then after that, how did you look at her? No, why are you asking? He was sympathetic because she looked sick. Or maybe some people here are beyond redemption. But what is my point? My point is allow both of you to be mature enough to know that before he married you, he had known some people. And the reason why you admire him is the reason why someone else admires him, only that he chose you and he's sticking by you and he's not playing you. The only person who is insecure, it is because of you, is you, maybe because of your past. Maybe. Find a number 8. And this is my best. Become a praying woman. Become a praying woman.